Hello, good evening. Good evening, Houston. Good evening, Philippines. Good evening, world. We're here again at the Biz Talk. My name is MJ, your host, and I'm so glad to have a longtime friend, Christian Toledo, for our co host tonight. Good evening, Christian.
Okay. Thank you for having me. It's been a while. It's nice to be here.
I know it's good to see you. What have you been up to?
Just doing media work, photos, videos, like directing, editing, stuff like that. You, how about you, Ate?
I know. It's like I miss working with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's right. And of course, we are live on Facebook page of Roof Chamber Radio Pinoy and the Facebook page of PACC Greater Houston Region. And of course, YouTube channel of Roof Chamber Radio Pinoy. So we encourage all our viewers, please give us any comments. And if you miss this live show, you can always listen to Christian. Go ahead and tell them where they can listen to our podcast.
Yeah, we are on Apple Podcasts, Listen Notes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Pocket Cast, Overcast. Every if it has cast on there, we're probably in there.
Yes. We're all over, right? If you miss our live show, you can
Mhm.
listen to us. But of course, we would like to thank those that have attended our past speaker series. Being a member of our chamber, you have a lot of benefits, and one of which is we usually have like free topics for a lot of different, topics about business, personal growth, or whatever that you can attend for free. Free
I actually
speakers. Yeah.
attended this past one, so I was surprised I didn't see you there. I'm counting your attendance. I can talk about this past one. It's with I
Yeah.
actually have the card because I wanted to contact them.
Uh-huh.
It's a small business development center. So
Mm-hmm.
what they do is they give advice or they help out like small businesses, nonprofits, like even big businesses. Like Daniel, the one who was in there is
Mm-hmm.
basically like a business advisor, and he's helped a lot of businesses and answered like a lot of questions that, like, chamber members have, our business owners. So they were prepared with like a lot of questions, and Daniel was like really able to answer that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like even legal questions, and we also had like other lawyers in the room with us, and they were talking about, do I need to lawyer up? And he's like, not necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
He'll give you advice on like how to save your money, like by not like paying for stuff that you could get for free, which is this business advice is also free, which
Wow, that's good. Like
yeah,
very informative. Yeah, yeah. And of course, were you at the Kalayaan? I don't think I saw you.
that one, no, I think we just
Okay.
keep missing
I
each
was
other.
there. I was there and it was really good. I mean, a lot of local entertainers and of course there are a lot of different vendors and good food, of course. And it was just fun. It was a great way to celebrate, of course, our Independence Day. 125th, I believe, 125th Independence Day of the Philippines. And of course, Kalayaan is all about freedom, right? So it's
Mhm.
worth celebrating for the Philippine American community here in Houston, Texas. And you know what? It's a good segue to our guests because one of our guests were like, I mean, she sang and she's a powerhouse.
Oh, she was in there.
Yes, yes. Okay. So I guess we can now introduce them.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Christian, let's have Jeralyn and Dwayne Rankin on the show.
Hey, there we go.
Hi,
There we
Jeralyn.
go.
Hi, Dwayne. Oh,
Oh,
you're
we're gonna do sign language now.
okay. I think because we hear each other.
They can't hear us, we can't hear them. We will like read
Yeah,
your lips. Just
yeah.
sound it out, and we'll dub it for you.
Well, we are. I mean, we apologize for some technical difficulties, but I hope our audience can really hear us. But we need some. Jewel, maybe some reception there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you still can hear us? I think we're gonna get back with you. Yeah,
I
we're
mean,
gonna get back
we can
with them.
introduce them real quick. We have like something about them, or do you want to talk about more about chamber stuff?
Yeah, of course, of course. We would like and would like to invite our viewers to really become part of the chamber. Because being part of the chamber or member of the Philippine American Chamber of Commerce Greater Houston region, it has a lot of benefits. And one of which, as we were talking about, is the speaker series where we talk about or we have speakers who come and talk about important topics, just like the last one, which was about business development, and you can apply that in your personal lives or in your businesses. So these are very, very helpful topics. And also, if you become a member, you will have a chance to be guest in our show. So you can promote your profession or you can promote your own business. Isn't it, Christian? That's a great benefit. Can you maybe a lot more? What can you say? Networking,
Yeah, I mean,
connected.
I always go there because there's food. Every event there's food, so I go there. And yeah, it's nice to just meet people and like be inspired by other business owners. And it's also, if you're a member of the Philippine American Chamber of Commerce, you're also a member of the Asian Chamber of Commerce.
That's right. That's right. I think our guests are ready, Christian. So let's introduce them again. Dwayne and Jeralyn Rankin. Hello.
Guys. How
Good
are
Oh,
you?
evening.
How are
Welcome
you?
to the show.
Thank
And
you.
we truly, truly appreciate you for gracing our show. We know you're busy. You're a busy couple, but here you are.
no.
Yeah. Look
Yep.
how beautiful this couple are, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
so Dwayne and Jeralyn, can you tell us more about yourself, like Jeralyn, how you met and where are you from the Philippines? And
Ah,
of course, Dwayne will have his turn too to introduce himself and say a little bit more about yourself, so our what viewers can get to know you.
yeah. Yeah, I'm Jeralyn, and then I'm a singer before, and we met in China. Me and Dwayne met in China.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Where are you from?
before becoming a
Tanay
singer,
Rizal. I'm from Tanay Rizal.
okay, that's
Mm.
nice. So you've been singing all your life, or?
Since when I was 18, I was singing abroad.
Mhm.
Yeah. And until we get married. Of course, next career.
Yeah. So other than singing, I mean, what kind of profession do you have?
I'm working now as an intake coordinator at TerraSource,
Hmm.
PT company, and that's all. And housewife, that's my job.
And
Okay. I
Spotlight.
know
That's what
it's
we're gonna talk
And
about.
also,
hardest.
yeah, we have a producing concert. We produce concert. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we will talk about that later,
yeah,
right? Because
yeah.
we gotta make it, like
We'll save it. We'll
we
save it.
save it for last, right?
Yeah, it's
What
okay.
about
Yes.
yeah? What about you, Dwayne? Can you tell us
Um.
about you?
Yeah. What? There's a lot to know.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, we're ready.
um. Just a little quick background on my history. I'm actually eighth generation Texan.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
So my grandfather 8 generations ago was one of the original 300 that came here with Austin's 300. So
Oh,
my roots in Texas run very, very deep.
uh-huh.
So I'm a tried and true Texan.
Okay.
Um, so my background, grew up in Houston for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I work for an engineering company. I'm a quality specialist for an engineering company in oil and gas, and we live here in Richmond, Texas, and pretty much it's just me and her. We have a good time here. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, you want to know about how we met?
Yeah,
Oh
for sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because
Because
we want to know about your love story. I heard it's
he's
Okay.
more good. He's more good to say tell the
So,
story.
I my company sent me to China in 2013 for the first time. And when I'm in China, I had some work I had to do in China. And before I left, I was staying in a hotel called the Holiday Inn. And across the street, I saw another place that had some pretty cool Chinese writing on it. And I
That's
said,
way back to 2013.
I said 2013.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I saw, so I took a picture of it. And then I left and I didn't come back to China until 2015. My company
mm-hmm,
sent me back in 2015.
mm-hmm,
So in 2015, I came back and stayed at the same Holiday Inn. And downstairs, there was a really nice Filipino band. And I
uh-huh,
wanted to go downstairs and see if they were still there. And guess what? They were still there. So I think my first or second night there, she came into the hotel and she actually ended up being the singer at the hotel across the street where I had taken the picture of the Chinese writing on the
uh-huh.
wall. So she,
That the favorite part there is he put that picture in his timeline
yeah,
in Facebook.
Mhm.
Until
Uh-huh.
now, you will see his timeline in Facebook. That is the picture.
yep,
If you put something in his timeline, your timeline in Facebook must be very important, right? So,
Uh-huh.
so he put that one. He just want to put it. And
Uh-huh.
then I was so amazed because that picture is way back 2013, and then we met 2015.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think you're
so
meant to be, right, Christian?
It would
yeah.
be
So
crazy if she was in the photo back then. No?
no, she wasn't there. But you know, the interesting thing is, when I got there in China in 2015, she had just gotten there the same day. She was actually going to take a job in Guangzhou singing, but she changed her mind.
This is the hotel.
Ah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh.
Imagine if you were taking a photo of the Holiday Inn where he was.
yeah.
Yeah.
She actually changed her mind and came to Shanghai. So she got there. Remember, I hadn't been back in China for 2 years.
Yeah.
So she
Yeah.
got there the same day that I arrived
Wow.
when she was supposed to be going to sing in Guangzhou, and she changed her mind and took a job in Shanghai across the street from the Holiday Inn where I was staying. And she came across because she knew the Filipino band that was singing there. And that was the first time I met her.
And Cupid just hit you in the heart.
Yeah.
Yes. I think not too quick, right?
Not real quick. Not real quick.
I mean, I'm sure
Well,
there
it
were
was
a lot
kind
of
of quick.
people that also
It was it was a little quick.
Yeah, we
okay?
just get married after 2 months.
We were married after 2 months. Yeah. So
Did you just like wait for the set to be over? Did you like send her a message while she was singing, or
no, she wasn't singing at that hotel. She was actually singing at the one across the
Across the one
Mm.
that you took
Yeah.
picture of.
Yes.
Yeah.
So she came over there and sang, she came over there and sang a few songs because Filipinos, whenever we're
Jamming.
singing, everybody's gonna sing, okay? So
Mhm.
Oh,
it's
yes. Just like what we do in the Philippines. You
what we
always go
do.
to your neighbor, and even here,
Yeah.
Dwayne, you go to a Filipino party, there's always singing.
If you come
Yeah.
here, you're gonna sing.
Yeah.
If you come to my house, you're gonna sing.
Okay.
We're set up for
I
it.
better be ready then. Because
Be
I don't
ready.
want to
Be
break
ready.
I don't want to break your good your
you don't
speaker or your
No,
instrument.
no, no, don't worry.
come over?
Don't worry.
I bet you'd sing good because
Yeah.
Mark sing good.
Yeah. I'm
Well,
sure you sing good because your daughter sings very good.
well, you know what they say. It's like our offsprings or our children are like an improvement of us. So Mara is a lot better than I am, right, Christian?
I mean, I don't want to judge people, but yes.
See how honest he is? But it's true. It's true. I mean, I sing, but not as good, not as good as our kids. So
It's okay.
yeah.
You know, we're
So
supposed to be promoting them anyway, right?
that's right. That's right. Because this is their show. I mean, your show, which they are going to be part of. And we truly appreciate you for giving them a
Oh,
chance.
we're
Yeah.
so happy they're coming.
Wait, I want to go back kind of a bit. You said 2 months after you got married.
Yeah.
Yes.
So here's what happened. It's funny.
Tell their story,
I
baby.
left. I left. I left China, and I wasn't supposed to come back for another month.
No, 2 months, he
Two
said.
2 months, and I had one of our clients call me up. They had a project, and they said, "We really need you to go to China and help us out with this." So 10 days later, I'm back. I'm back in China 10 days later after I left.
No, we date for 3 days and then he come back to US and then he said he will come back after 2 months. And I was not expecting anything. And I told him, if you really want us to continue, send your divorce paper to me. And he was really, are you sure? Yeah, yeah. Send to me. I want to see the copy. I don't. And then he sent it. And okay.
No problem. I took a picture of it and sent it to her. She says, "Okay, no problem."
Yeah. See, you wherever you are in the part of the world, if you meet someone that's meant to be your
Yeah, it's like
partner,
String of
it's gonna
fate.
happen. Yeah. Against all odds, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Who knew? Like they're
And
like,
after he said that he come back after 2 months. He come back after 10 days.
10 days.
can't wait.
10
Like who
days.
knew? Because you grew up in the Philippines. He grew up here in the U.S. And
Yeah,
then you all
yeah.
met in China, where no one expects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
We met in China and we married in China, but I did go to the Philippines before we got married and asked her mom and dad if I could marry her.
Namanikan.
That's
Mm.
nice.
Oh.
Wow. So
Did
how
they give
did
you
you
a hard
like?
time or no?
Yeah, I know. How did you like your visit to the Philippines? Was that your first time to
That,
ever go?
that was my first time to the Philippines, but I've been several times since then. So
Yeah.
if it was up to me, I'd be living in the Philippines right now.
Except
But
the traffic.
it's not up to me.
She's
I
the
keep-
boss.
Yeah, well, we know who the boss is, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so you like it better here, Jeralyn?
Yeah. Because I live abroad since when I was 18. So I'm not.
Mm.
Yeah. And my parents is here. So okay, I'm good here. I don't.
But
Yeah.
eventually, we have a property in Tanay, and then we have a condo in where?
No, it's just for near Makati.
Near Makati.
But
Mhm.
it's for visit,
Yeah,
when you.
it's just for visiting. So, but eventually, one day, I'm hoping.
To
I'm hoping to
retire. Retire in the Philippines.
retire and go to the Philippines. That's where I want to be. But
If the medical is okay.
yeah,
I know that's a little bit of a problem, if you want, especially as we grow older, we get all kinds of problems, medical issues. But I think the Philippines is getting better. I mean, we
Yeah,
have
I
a lot
hope
of
so, yeah.
great doctors and great hospitals, especially if you
Yeah.
live in the Makati area.
Yeah.
That
St.
there's
Luke's, yeah.
near St. Luke's there at BGC. I mean, yeah. But very, very interesting love story. I bet
Yeah.
you were mesmerized by Jeralyn's voice.
Of course,
Ah.
of course.
No, I really found him that he's a really nice guy and
Mhm.
he have a good heart.
Oh.
And then
Was there a specific song that caught you, or
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
actually he's giving me a tip and I said I don't
This is it's not a love song. This is gonna probably blow your mind. I'm from Texas, okay? And
Uh-huh.
down the road from us is a town called Beaumont.
Uh-huh.
And one of my favorite singers grew up in Beaumont.
Uh-huh.
She does a very, very good rendition of Me and Bobby McGee by Janis Joplin.
Is that a country song?
Yes,
country rock.
kind of country rock.
Yeah.
Janis Joplin, and she sang that song, and I said, this sounds just like Janis Joplin. My God.
Wow. Wow, you caught his heart big time, Jeralyn. I love country song too. When
Me
I
too.
was in
Yeah, I
Lubbock,
love
because we lived in Lubbock for 9 years, I never get my radio off the country station. I love them.
Yeah, it's very relaxing there.
So you lived in
Yes.
Lubbock?
Yes, for 9
Oh my
years.
gosh, that's in the middle of almost nowhere.
Yes, that's right. Ghost town after ghost town after ghost town when you travel to Lubbock, But
Yeah.
anyway, let's talk about the business that you just both started. How did you think about creating this media production Yeah, give us a
So
history. Give us a history. I know.
okay, so we're both musical. I was in bands when I was young. I played drums
Mm-hmm.
for several bands when I was young, up until the time I was about 25 or 26. So um, I would work during the day, and then on the weekends we would play in nightclubs and bars and stuff like that. So
Weekends.
weekends, I'm sorry, weekends. And so I've always had a musical background,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And she's always had a musical background too. So we looked at this, we looked at the landscape in Houston and said, why not do something a little bit different than what's being done already? And we know that there's a lot of Filipino artists coming here and a lot of great producers, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But we just looked at it and said, you know what? Not that we can be better, but we just want to be a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we said, we partnered with, we've got two partners that work with us. So it's a partnership. Um, so we just decided that, hey, why don't we just go for it?
Mm-hmm.
Let's try this.
Yeah.
Because we both come from musical backgrounds. I've been to a lot of concerts, and
Mm-hmm.
I've seen a lot of concerts here. And she's performed a lot. Of course, when I was younger, I performed a lot, and I just thought we just kind of thought to ourselves, you know what? Let's give this a shot,
Mm-hmm.
because I realize also that in the Philippines, I look at the Filipino community here and I'm like, man, there's so many great Filipinos here and so much talent here,
Yeah.
but they're not home,
Mm-hmm.
they're here.
Mm-hmm.
And I think every Filipino's dream, everyone that I talk to is like, yeah, we want to come here, we want to make money, and then we want to go home.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So everybody's heart is in the Philippines, just like Sarah Geronimo said,
Yes.
the heart of the Filipino is in the Philippines, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's home, okay?
That's very true.
So it's the same way I think with us in America. Our hearts are here also.
Mm-hmm.
But we thought and we said, you know what, if we can bring some Filipino singers and artists, musicians, comedians, whatever it happens to be,
Yeah.
and they can come here and the Filipinos can come and they will maybe feel a little more connected to home.
Yeah.
Maybe feel a little more connected to um, their heritage and where they came from. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? So, and there's so many great Filipino talents that are not just big talents, but also young talents that have yet to be discovered, and young ones that are coming up, and great Filipino talents here, like your daughter and other young ones that are coming up that need a platform
Mm-hmm.
to be able to express themselves. Okay, because a lot of them sing, and they sing like at their school, or they sing like in Jerry's or whatever. But I always thought, why can't we give them a bigger platform to maybe be noticed by somebody that can actually help them advance in what they really want to do?
Wow, that's amazing. You know what? That's really good mission of and we're gonna talk more about your Spotlight Media Productions. We're gonna be going on a break in a few seconds, but I
Okay.
just would like to encourage our viewers. Please give us any shout out, comments, questions, whatever you have, so we can answer them and we can get back with you as we are talking to Jeralyn and of course Dwayne. I think we're up for a break now, our first break, and we'll be
Mm-hmm.
back.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hello to everyone from Roof Chamber Radio. I'm encouraging all of you to stay here, stay in this chamber. If you want to be inspired, you want to be encouraged, this is where it's at. And we're all going to need this, especially, in this new year that we're in. We don't know what's up for tomorrow. We don't know what's going to happen next week or next month. But I believe that when you gather with people who believe in the power, the faithfulness, and the goodness of the Lord Jesus Christ, there is power in that in itself. So stay here. Stay in the Roof Chamber Radio. be inspired, be encouraged. And let's all go through life, not on our own, and more than just with each other, but let's speak the faith, let's share the faith, let's live by faith, and let's walk by faith. God bless you all, everyone from Roof Chamber Radio.
There you are. We're back.
We
Here
just
we
had
are.
win Gary V.
Yeah, I know. I love him. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
looking to.
People call me Mr. No
I don't.
Energy.
Yeah, Christian, do you have any questions? But I think, yeah, we as we were talking about your purpose of creating your production, I mean, that's really great because you're right. We have a lot of local talents, and creating this, opportunity for them is really great. I mean, it's like you're not doing it just like as a business, but you're actually providing an opportunity for these local talents that we have, and we truly appreciate you. And actually, Mara and Angel had tried being front acts with, on a couple of concerts already here also in town, and it's a great experience for them because the more exposure they have, they grow their confidence, and
Exactly.
it's just preparing them for whatever future they have in the industry, right, Christian? What can you say
Yeah, I
about
guess
that?
my question is like, was it hard starting? Did you find it natural? Because I know like you're an artist and like there's a lot of bureaucracy and paperwork you need to prepare to start a business. Like how did you get through that?
Actually, it's hard for because this is our first time,
Mhm.
but we believe that after the first show we will be more better, and we learn a lot of things that
Mhm.
we
What
can.
what would you say is like something if you were to give like one advice to someone who also wants to start like producing shows, what would it be?
So, not to wax religious here, but we've always said with God all things are possible. Okay,
Mhm. Mhm.
and we prayed about it before we got into it. We talked about it. We prayed about it, and we just felt like it would be okay to do this. If I had to say anything to anyone, and probably because I don't. How can I say this? I'm really connected with the Filipino community here because of my wife.
Mhm.
And because of her talent and what she does, she's very connected here.
Mhm.
Um, I and I'm just going to say this because it's something that I've noticed going
Mhm.
forward, that with the Filipino community, it's more about it's half of it is the artists that you're bringing in, and the other half of it is who you're connected to.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so if I was going to tell anybody that was going to start this, I would say, depending upon who your target audience is, you kind of need to do some research and understand the demographic and understand the culture as
Mhm.
well. The culture is very big.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Filipinos are very tight, and I like that because in America we've kind of lost that tightness in the
Mhm.
family, but the Filipino family is extremely tight,
Oh
and
yeah.
that's one of the things that I really like about the Filipino family is the closeness. But if I had to say if there was any, the most difficult thing is probably learning how to promote the
Mhm.
concert correctly.
Mhm.
Okay, where you're reaching you're reaching the audience that you want to reach. We're still working on that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We're still walking our way
Learning,
through it. Yeah,
learning,
learning and walking our way through it. Um, our goal in this concert, in our first big production, was we sat down and said to start with, we said, look, if we don't, if even if we just break even or even lose a little bit of money, it's okay. Let's just do it right. Okay. The
Yes.
main thing is to make sure that the people that come are being entertained
exactly.
Mhm.
and that the performers are being taken care of, whether they're the front acts, whether they're the host, or whether they're
The
the main
main.
stars.
Yeah.
What I want to focus on is making sure that it doesn't matter if you're Kyler or KZ or if you're Mara, you should be taken care of the same way.
Mhm.
That
Wow.
Wow.
that to me is the most important thing, because nobody should feel like they're beneath somebody, okay? If you're there to perform, we want to promote you. We want to push you up. We want you to do the best you can do, and we want to be there to support you in all that you're doing, regardless of it could be Sarah Geronimo, or it could be somebody else here that's just young and starting out. We want them to feel the same way that the big stars feel when they come.
Wow. I mean, I'm very impressed
That's
because
our goal.
yeah, I'm very impressed with the way that if you are starting things in the right
Mhm.
and proper way, you know what? Gains or profits will follow if you
Mhm.
do things the right way. Because there's a lot of different experiences for our front acts or even artists in different
Yeah.
productions. It just depends, and I'm so impressed the way I see it from both of you, how you genuinely just not just help promote the big stars, but you are trying to promote kids, like young artists and performers, and it's like one of your goal, and treating them the same way is like I first time I've heard from a producer just like you, and I really appreciate that. But we have few comments, so we're gonna have to read
Okay,
them.
go ahead.
So Margarita Trong said, "Good job." Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
We're
you.
working
then-
on it.
Yeah. And then Jim Ferrer also says, "Way to go, guys."
Oh, he's
Yes.
one of our partners.
He's one of our
Okay.
partners.
And
Oh, there you go.
yeah, you want to read
He
the
has to support.
yeah, you want to read the last comment,
Sure.
Chris?
Shell says, are the returns on investments for producing Filipino concerts and shows good? Which I think, well, this is your first show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully it's good.
It will be hard to really answer that until we've done a few, but I
Mhm.
can say this. From a monetary standpoint,
Mm.
we're probably okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
We're not going to get rich on this one, okay? But we're going to learn a lot, okay?
Yes.
And we're going to do better on the next one.
Mm.
But it depends on what return of this investment you're talking about. The return of investment on capital and cash is probably at this point we're going to do fine. We're not going to make a lot of money. We don't think, but we don't think we're going to lose any money. But the cool thing is the return on investment can only be measured in the future, because what we're really investing in is the people.
Yes.
We're not
That is
investing
true.
in money.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Money comes and goes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But what we're trying to invest in is the future talents and the future ability of these young, and not even sometimes young, even older people, to get some exposure.
Mm-hmm.
So that return on investment can't be measured in dollars and cents. It can only be measured by what they do in their future with the opportunity that they've been given.
Wow.
I love that. Yeah.
I love that. I
You
love
feel
that.
like your heart is in the right place. And I've seen like some concert or some performers uh who are abused by producers because they think they have the upper hand, and the performers owe them a favor for just being on their show, where it's like an actual equal opportunity for both. So I love that you're trying to, like, it's not just a one time thing, but you're also like investing in future performers and stuff.
You
Yeah.
know, the greatest of all would be the servant of all.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my gosh. I mean, as I said, if you have that kind of a heart, for a big heart for not the material things that you're going to get out, or the money, or the whatever it is, it's more of investing in people. I mean, as they say, it's about relationships.
Absolutely.
Right? It's all about relationships. And yeah, Christian, you're right. There may have been some uh, out there, some instances where there was not a good,
It sounds like you're speaking from experience. I think.
No, I'm not saying anything, but
We'll put it on
Christian,
the private chat.
Part of our mission is to change the landscape.
yes, thank
Okay.
you.
So we're not saying that I'm certainly not saying anyone's done it right, wrong, or indifferent.
Yeah.
I'm certainly wouldn't say anything bad about anybody, because I'm
Mhm.
I'm the least of all to say anything bad. I'm just saying that there's a way that her and I and our two partners want to do things, and if it's different than anyone else, so be it. But this is the vision that we have,
Yes.
and it may not be everybody else's vision, but it's our vision. So we think if we can do these things and do them properly, then it will snowball,
Yeah.
Mhm.
okay? Because it will just pick up speed. We want to build relationship with promoters. We want to build relationships with management companies within the Philippines, and not just the Philippines, but other areas as well.
Mm-hmm.
So our goal is not about being a
Millionaire.
one time trick pony. We're,
Yeah.
we're we're building for the future. So if
Mhm.
anybody knows anything about business, and I'll take this back to business. Typically in business, when you open a business and start a business, you don't typically you need to plan on probably losing money or breaking
Yes.
even for the first year to year and a half. Okay.
Mhm.
You should be prepared to go into the business saying, I know that I'm probably going to break even or lose, but I need to build. Okay.
Yes.
My reputation.
So you build your reputation, you build your connections, you build your client base, you build those people that trust you to do the
Mhm.
right thing, and then after a period of time, then those relationships and doing things right, you start to see a return on investment with capital, with money coming in.
Mhm.
So talking about the Chamber of Commerce, we didn't go into this saying we're going to get rich on one show.
Oh
We
yeah,
went
yeah.
into this saying there's two things that we need to do. We need to do it right. Three things.
Yes.
We need to do it right. We need to invest in the future, and
Mhm.
we need to be willing to say that we're willing to break even or take a loss so that we can build our reputation and build a name in the industry.
Yes, and it's not for the short-term gain.
No,
You are
No.
focusing on the long term.
long
Yeah,
term.
long
And you
term.
have to go into this, and I would tell anybody that's going into business, you need to have a plan.
Mhm.
Okay. You should have a 6 month, 1 year, 2 year, 5 year plan.
Mhm.
Okay. And you should at least have something that you're shooting for, because without vision people perish. So
Mhm.
you need to have some type of vision for where you want to be in 6 months. And after 6 months, you need to say, okay, I've either achieved it or haven't, but I've got a vision for the next year.
Mhm.
And then you put the things in place that make that vision, that can make that vision come around. Okay.
Mhm.
Whether it be in business, sales, relationships, whatever you do, you need to be actively putting the things in place that help you to get towards the vision that you want to get to.
That's right. That's perfectly said. I mean, it's perfectly said. We have another shout out from Florencio Ginhawa. He's actually watching from the Philippines, Tito Floor.
Oh,
He
wow.
said, more
Hello po.
power to
Hello,
you,
Paul.
ranking couple.
Thank you
Pasalubong.
po. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Before we go further, I also want to ask, like, I think it's time to like actually talk about the show and like the
Yes.
lineup. So yeah, go ahead and how did you uh get this lineup? Because it's very interesting. Like I love all of
I
them.
know.
So,
Like, oh my gosh.
how you got
Everybody's
You,
so
it?
you want to say?
excited.
Uh,
Yeah.
at first, I would just want to start not too big stars, right? But we're looking for Kyla, and then suddenly one. What do you call Lerma? He's a one
She's a
company
promoter.
promoter into tell us that they are have a show for four vocal champions in Philippines, and then they said KZ,
Mm-hmm.
Yang, Kyla, and
Jason.
Jason. I was like, wow, that's a good
I know.
combination. And then we talk, and then they said, and we agree like, oh, let's do it. Like, this is the first time it will happen in Houston that four great singers will be in one stage.
Sometimes you just need to have favor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So one of our partners has a friend who is friends with one of the owners of Cornerstone
Mm-hmm.
in the Philippines, who recommended us. Also, like Jeralyn just said, we were
Yeah.
looking for someone like Kyla, who said, no, you should talk to this promoter in California.
That
And
connected with you.
yeah, and we connected with her, and it was between actually it was between us and Dallas, and she's worked with Dallas a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But we're new. We were a new commodity. I mean,
Mhm.
nobody knows us, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, she said, "You know what?
Let's try Houston.
I'm gonna go with you guys.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with y'all."
Um,
So we 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 ended we ended up getting these four big artists, and I think it's just favor. We just happened to be in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, it's like it fell into your lap, right? Without
Yeah,
even
yeah.
looking for it.
Yeah.
That's why,
Mhm.
I believe in the, divine guidance.
Yes.
As we've been talking about, you have the right heart, you have the right
Mhm.
purpose, and if everything will just flow into you. Because
Yeah.
that's how, yeah, I know you said earlier not being religious or not, but I myself, believe in that. So
Yeah.
that's
We
why
do.
you're being blessed,
Yeah.
because you're not just thinking of providing entertainment for the Filipino community, but you want to bless those young artists and other,
Absolutely.
people who are going to be part of your big project. So
Yes. Yes.
yeah, so how have you been going with the process, like communicating with the artists and all that?
So we communicate. I don't want to talk too much, but I mean, we 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 communicate with our promoter, and
Uh-huh.
um, she communicates back and forth with the management company. It's one thing when you're dealing with big artists like this, and her, me and her know, because we performed before.
Mm-hmm.
You don't always talk to the artist. You have to talk to the
Mhm.
management company.
Yes.
They're the ones
Yes.
that are running the show. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So but they've been very kind, and they've been very easy to deal with. Our promoter, she's been an angel. I mean, she really, I mean, there are some rules and some guidelines that we've had
Yeah,
to
of
go
course.
through. The hardest thing that the hardest thing that we experienced is not the stars,
It's the venue.
it's the venue.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
It's the venue is
What about the venue?
You know, the venue, it's a beautiful venue.
Mm-hmm.
The Stafford Center, not the Stafford, let me tell everybody, not the
Yeah.
Stafford Civic Center. It's the Stafford Center on Cash Road.
Mm-hmm.
They have a lot more rules
That's
and a
right.
lot more.
but it's for better.
It's for the
good. It's for
better.
good.
But that's been if I had to say that there's a huge learning curve, that's been one of the biggest learning curves for us, is understanding, you know, back when I was young,
They make
you,
sure your safety.
yeah, you could book a show and you could just go do a show wherever. You just give them money and they, you know,
Mm-hmm.
you come in and do whatever. Well, now it's not that
Yeah.
way anymore. You have a
That's
lot
right.
of rules to follow.
So
Yeah,
no
and you
fireworks.
have to book way ahead of time, because Mara she's been dancing
Mhm.
like forever, right? So the Stafford Civic Center has been, or Performing Arts Center has been one of the venues where they do their dance conventions and
Yeah,
competitions. And sometimes the studio has to really book way ahead of time. And
Yes, yes, it's
yeah,
true.
yeah,
yeah.
If you will just promote concert and then next month, oh, you
yeah,
cannot get a
Mhm.
venue.
yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah, and the another thing about this, because they live in Philippines, we need to make sure that the visa.
yeah.
Yes.
So we don't have any problem about. And then,
That's good. Yeah, I saw that on Facebook, that
yeah,
visas, like when they got
Yeah,
their
yeah,
visa,
it's
visa
right?
approved.
yeah,
Got
it's
visa
approved.
approved. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I remembered, Morissette. Oh my God, I love that girl. I mean, she
Yeah,
can,
Mm-hmm.
but then like she was supposed to have a concert here, like I think last year, but it didn't go through apparently because of the visa. So is it not like the process that you get the visa first before you book, or it's
Mm.
Mm.
I think what happens is that you have to have bookings
Mhm.
before you can
Oh,
file for a visa,
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
because you need to find the papers.
You
right,
have
you have
the
to have
proof
papers
that
to
you
file. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
right. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah.
yeah.
Yes,
We
but
have another comment
Okay.
from Gemma Gulaksen. She's our member chair in the chamber. She said, "All the best for your first show. God is good."
Yes. Thank
thank you
you.
po.
Thank you. Thank
Manood
you.
po kayo ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that makes sense. Because
Yeah.
when you apply for a visa, you have to have a proof that you're coming here for something, not
Yeah.
how strict
The
they
good thing
are.
is that the good thing is the management company and the promoter here
They're very well
have been doing
experienced.
this for like 20 years, so they're very experienced. They know how to go through the system and make sure things get done. This is just a small show.
Mhm.
The original show has 9 artists,
10.
10 artists.
In July, on July
These
14th.
four are breaking out of that show to do their own tour, but they're bringing like Sam Milby, Catriona
Catriona Gray.
Gray.
Uh-huh.
It's a huge in California. It's a big California and Hawaii. So these
Wow.
four are breaking out of there and doing their own tour in the U.S.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's why they're included in the video.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Christian, do you have other questions for our power couple? I'm gonna say your power couple because you're like
We're-
it's how you fit like in a puzzle, like
Yeah.
your perfect fit because you have the same vision, you have the same
Mhm.
purpose, and you have the same interests. I
Yeah.
mean, sometimes they say opposites attract, right? But it seems like in your case, it's not the case. Two positives attracted together,
Yeah,
and it's good
sometimes
because
it's not really same, but if it helps each other,
yeah, because we have the same interests. So
And we have the same interest in you know what I've always thought that you need to be with the one that makes up the part of you that's missing.
Mhm.
Okay?
you
So
complement each
like I
other.
said, not to wax religious, but there was a part of Adam that was missing, and he needed that to come alongside of him to make him complete.
That's right.
So
Wow.
we need to always remember that there's always someone out there that completes us, that makes our weak side strong.
Yeah. And in your case, it's Jeralyn, right?
In my case, it's Gerald. That's right.
It should be.
That's right. That's right.
Sometimes you get
Absolutely.
frustrated.
Yeah.
It's
Because
normal.
I have if you know, I have a tendency to procrastinate a little bit.
Mhm.
And I was
She don't let that happen at all.
no.
Not at all.
Yeah, but I think most of the women like that.
But it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't comment on that.
Oh, I'm gonna tell your husband.
What about
But
you, Christian? I know you have a
You see that?
we're going on break.
no. There's no
I got you.
excuse. You gotta answer that, right? I'm just kidding.
After the break, tune in. We'll answer questions. But yeah, anything you want to say before we go on break?
I just want to thank you guys for having us on and getting us an opportunity to promote this with the Phil Am Chamber of Commerce. And we're glad to be members of the Phil Am Chamber of
Yeah.
Oh
Commerce.
yes, and welcome. Thank you.
you.
I'm glad to have you. I mean,
you.
now we're more powerful because of the two of you, right? But we will be back after the break because we
Yeah,
have
okay.
to promote.
Okay.
Yeah, we have to promote the concert after the break.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
See you.
See you.
Hello, Houston!
This is Kyla.
It's Kizzy.
It's Yang.
And this is Jason D.
And we are the Vocal Champs.
We are inviting everyone to join us at the Vocal Champs concert this July 22, 7 p.m. at the Stafford Center.
For tickets, just call 346-815-0540. This is a show you don't want to miss.
See you there!
Yay! That's right.
You're very good.
They're so cute. Oh my gosh. I remember KZ Tandingan during that Asian competition with JCJ and
In China.
in China.
China,
Oh my god.
yeah.
That was so cool. I'm like,
Do you have a favorite at the MJ among the four?
well,
I mean,
I'm
besides your daughter that's performing.
well, not really, but I've only seen KZ really perform. Yeah, I'm not so familiar with because I've been out in from the Philippines like for 20 years, so I'm not so familiar with new artists anymore. So, what about you, Christian? Do you
I
a
have a
favorite?
soft spot for Kyla.
Yeah.
Since like from my high school, I would also when you want to cry, you just listen to her music.
Because of you hanggang ngayon.
Yeah. And even
Oh.
like she also experimented with like some rock bands with Huling Sayaw and stuff like that. I know Ate Eileen is messaging us saying she loves Jason D and
Yeah,
that she would serenade you. I think that's what she
Oh,
was. Yeah.
hawak kamay. Oh, that's his
Yeah, yeah.
song.
Yang is a very good singer
Oh,
and writer. She composed a lot of good songs.
wow. Yeah, I remember that
Do you
song.
have a favorite
Oh,
among
yen. She said
among
yen
them?
pala. Because I know hawak kami. I mean, it's like it was.
Hawak kami.
I know, because no, it's a joke. It's about my son, but sorry, it's but it's nice. Hawak kamay, right? We want
Yeah.
to hear you sing, Dwayne.
No, I cannot.
Okay.
I'm sorry. It's just, you know.
No, they
I'm
gotta go
just,
to the concert.
Yeah, I
yes.
think you're gonna be part of the band, right?
No, I got enough work already. Okay.
Okay.
If you buy a VIP ticket,
Yeah.
maybe Dwayne will be there and he'll sing
Yeah.
to you.
Yeah,
that
it
was
says
the-
there. No, we need a sample song from Jeralyn.
Oh,
Go on, Jeralyn. Give
Because
us
before this, no, you were before we came on, y'all were talking about like being viral online because of your song. Can you talk about
yeah,
that?
yeah. But also we get viral because of reels. We have a comedy videos in reels
Yeah.
also.
Yes,
Oh,
we've got like 12,000 followers
wow.
on
Yeah.
Reels in Facebook. So we haven't had time to really do much with that because we have something else that's really taking a lot of our time.
Yeah,
right
since
now.
the concert starts promoting, we don't have too much video, but we're doing good last few months. But
Yeah,
we
yeah.
need to.
Dwayne, you sing in Filipino, right? You can sing in Filipino.
Ikaw, you can sing.
Yeah.
Ikaw.
At ngayon, nandyan ka na, di mahiwanan. I can't remember all of it, but yeah, I play
You
with
sing
it.
ikaw at ako, but
Yeah.
when there's a lyrics.
Yeah.
Oh,
If I got the lyrics, I can sing it. But
wow. That's
okay.
impressive. See, how you are a very impressive person.
Oh, thank
I
you very
can tell.
much.
You know, you have a good heart and you have a very supportive wife and
Did you hear
everything.
her?
And
Yeah.
yeah.
Look.
Okay.
And we know we have another comment from Orly Dizon, attorney Orly Dizon. Dwayne, are you familiar with the Filipino trait tampo? Have you already experienced it?
What's that? Tempo.
Yeah, like I'm always like.
No. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I've
Like,
experienced that before. In fact, sometimes when she's a little upset with me, she won't talk. Like
No,
it's
Yeah.
not just her, Dwayne. I promise you, most women
It's
are like that. No,
like, are you hungry or angry?
yeah. I'm like, are
Or
you
both.
hungry, angry, or hangry?
yeah, it's both, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Tampo.
very typical, you know, of
It's okay. You know
Yeah.
what I found? I found that the older you get, the less things stress you out. I don't get what, you know what? When I was younger, I don't get excited about anything anymore. It just kind of runs off me like water off of a duck's back. It doesn't bother me.
We have a video like this. Like I said, baby, when I'm not before when we don't met, who massaged your head? And then what you said?
I forget that.
He said, no, nobody. Why? Because I don't have headache.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that was
I didn't need anyone to massage my head. I didn't have a headache.
Oh my god, it's so funny. So anyway, I think it's time for you to all again invite our viewers on
Okay.
your upcoming big
Yep.
launching
Yep.
concert. Yeah.
We want to invite all of you to come see the Vocal Champs at the Stafford Center
Yeah.
on July 22. Doors open at 6:00. Tickets are on sale right now. If you see the QR code on that poster right there, you can just scan the QR code. And something I want to let all of you know, all of the taxes and fees have already been paid by us. So when you buy a ticket, you don't have to pay taxes and fees online.
Yes.
So don't be scared to go online and pay for a ticket because it's already been taken care of. We want to see you there. We'd love to have you. There's still good seats available. There's not many VIP. There's probably less than 10 VIP
20,
left.
20, less 20.
But There's still really good seats available. So please
Yeah.
come out and see the show. Don't think about supporting us. Think about supporting our vision for the future of the young people and those talents that are coming up here in Houston and the local area. Yes, we may make a little bit of money, but the reason for that is so that we can do it again.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're
Yeah.
looking forward to do.
Yeah.
You want to say?
We have, just to kind of give you a little teaser, we're working on another really big show right now for the end of October.
Wow.
And
Wow.
it is going to be, it is an amazing star and amazing
I
three
think we can
stars.
tell. I think we can.
We haven't signed the contract yet, but we're probably gonna bring Angeline Quinto here
Wow.
Oh.
and Budakel.
Mhm.
Oh, wow. Wow. See, you already have some
Like,
projects in line,
we're
and
not
we're like,
talking.
Yeah.
We're
We're
not
working
even
on it.
listening.
We're working on it. We still need to get with our partners. We haven't totally committed to it yet, and we're working out the details financially with the promoter and the management company. That's our vision. We're not saying it's going to happen, so don't quote us on that.
mm-hmm.
We're just saying we're working on potentially getting that show here in Houston.
Mhm.
I mean,
Wow,
if
and
people like
we
attend this show and if there's a good turnout, then it's a more chance of like y'all getting more people.
Yeah, and that's what we're working on. We're working on just building a good reputation with the community.
yeah, and you're never gonna go wrong if you have that kind of vision. And
Yep.
we wish you all the best for your first project, and
Thank
we look
you.
forward to
Thank
working with
you.
you more in the future.
Well, you're going to be there, so you'll see it firsthand.
Yeah.
Yes,
Ooh.
yes.
You.
Thank you. And thank you so much. We really appreciate your presence tonight. And you
Thank you for
are,
having us on.
Thank you
oh,
so
you're
much.
welcome.
Thank
You're
you.
It's been
you're
a real
very
pleasure.
welcome. Yeah.
Thank you.
Ooh, that was an hour. I feel like it was so short.
Yeah, I know. And we still have, yeah, and we still have to promote our upcoming events in the chamber. We have the
Mhm.
Summer Biz Mix on July 20th. Okay, so save the date. It's gonna be, of course, music, food, drinks, games, networking, and many more. It's gonna be at 6:30 p.m. at the Courtyard by Marriott in Stafford, Texas. So come on and join us. It's only $20 for members and $30 for non-members. All right.
And
And
I see another
another
one
one.
for this stop for July 29. I can't read because I don't have my glasses, but they're going to different businesses, checking them out, spreading the word. So follow uh, the pack Facebook and social media and get updated with these events.
That's right. And then, of course, oh my God, I'm so excited. You better be there, Christian.
I
Our,
will if you're
yeah,
awarding me.
yeah, the dinner and awards night on November 4th, 2023, from 6 p.m. until everybody drops from dancing. Just
We're
kidding.
singing. And
Or
this is going to be at the
singing.
Marriott Marquis. With this
Uh-huh.
is the one with the Texas pool, so that's gonna be
Yeah, Marriott Marquis in Houston. So join us. I mean, it's a very nice hotel, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna be awarding like outstanding business people and professionals and all that kind of thing. Join us, okay? November 4th. Save the date. And again, we would like to encourage everyone, our viewers and everybody out there, join our chamber if you want to have fun, if you want to grow your business, if you want to grow your professional career, and just meet people like
Mhm.
Christian and I and the whole
Jeralyn
chamber.
and Dwayne.
Yeah. And Jeralyn and Dwayne, join us because, I mean, we are here for all of you and we would love to have you as part of our chamber. And of course, we would like to thank Roof Chamber Radio Pinoy for making this show possible. And of course, PACC Greater Houston Region. Right,
Oh, and
Christian?
if you want to join or if you need more information, there's a QR code here. See.
Yes. Right here. Parang sa
Is it
no?
on your side? On my
Yeah.
screen, it's on my
In
side.
your side. No, I'm just joking. Because
Oh,
it's like Wish, Wish 107.
I know.
When they sing.
Thanks, Ate, for having me here. I know it's been a while, and I
I
really
know, and I
remember.
look forward to more co-hosting with you, right,
We'll
Christian?
see. We'll see
Yeah,
if I get invited again.
yeah. Anyway, again, thank you so much to all our viewers, to our guests, to the chamber, to Roof Chamber Radio Pinoy. Maraming salamat po. Until next time again, join us every second and fourth Thursday of the month. Good night.
Right.